Well, that was the Israeli ambassador to the United Nations. Let's talk now to Sam Rose, who's acting director of UNRWA in Gaza. UNRWA is the United Nations agency in Gaza for Palestinian refugees. Sam Rose, thank you very much indeed for being with us. Let's ask you first about that UN Security Council. All those members, apart from the United States, saying that Israel has to get aid into Gaza straight away. Are you pleased with that show of solidarity at the UN's Security Council?
Absolutely, and thanks, Ben, for having me on. Yes, look, we're pleased for the show of solidarity, but what we need now is not just words. We need those words and that solidarity to be translated into immediate action. As the whole world is seeing, children are dying every single day from preventable man-made starvation and famine. So the solidarity is one thing. We now need pressure to turn that solidarity into action, to turn the tide on this dreadful, shameful famine.
What about the long-term post-war future of Gaza? Because that is now being discussed in Washington. People who are there discussing it, not only Donald Trump, but Tony Blair, former British Prime Minister, Jared Kushner as well, Donald Trump's son-in-law. What do you think they might come up with as a sort of plan for a post-war Gaza?
I mean, I don't know. We're hearing the same news as you are. We woke up to that news today. Of course, more than anything right now, we need a ceasefire. We need the aid to flow. We need the services to be able to be provided to those desperately sick people. We need the hostages to be released. What we also know is that there's no day after, there's years after, and there's generations after. So what I would call on to all of those people in that room is to do, and all of the member states at the Security Council, is to do everything that they can to make this war the last war, so that Israelis and Palestinians can live in peace, and that Palestinians can enjoy the same freedoms and liberties that their Israeli neighbors enjoy. But let's be serious. We're talking about generations that it's going to take to address what's happened. There's the physical destruction, which is more overwhelming than anything that we've seen in decades in terms of the pace and the scale of that destruction. There's the physical damage, the tens of thousands of people who've been maimed, who've lost limbs, etc. And then there is the psychological and mental damage. So this is going to need a massive effort. It's going to need to be underpinned by meaningful, sustainable political processes, and we have to do it for the sake of those people inside of Gaza, including my colleagues who are suffering so much.
I mean, of course, the last time we heard an American plan for the post-war Gaza, it was Donald Trump's idea of a Riviera of the Middle East with Palestinians being relocated.
Yeah, let's take the transactional real estate element out of this. Let's focus on the people, the children, the women, the elderly. Let's focus on what they need. They need this to come to an end. They need to repair. They need to start healing. This is not a real estate deal on the banks of the Mediterranean. This is 2 million people whose lives need to be rebuilt. We've been warning of famine. The first IPC report came out in December 2023, warning of famine. We, the world, the member states, those who have influence, owe it to the poor people of Gaza to make sure that their tomorrow is better than their yesterday.
Sam, good to talk to you. That's Sam Rose, acting director of UNRWA in Gaza. That's the United Nations agency for Palestinian refugees. Many thanks.